Okay, so still in the sample test, we're on question 13. Now we're on chapter 5, and all the chapter 5 questions are from section 5.2. This one, there's no math in it. There is some thinking involved. So determine whether events A and B are mutually exclusive. A red die and a blue die are rolled. Event A is the red die comes up 5, and event B is that the total is 8. So the question you need to ask to answer this is, if A is happening, can B also be happening? If your answer to that is yes, then the events are not mutually exclusive. If your answer is no, then the events are mutually exclusive. What mutually exclusive means is that if one is happening, it is excluding the other one from happening, meaning they can't both be happening at the same time. So for this particular one, a red die and a blue die are rolled. So what we need to ask is, if the red die comes up 5, can the total be 8? It can. If the red die comes up 5 and the blue die comes up 3, then the total will be 8. So since it's possible for both to be happening at the same time, then that means they're not mutually exclusive. There's a lot of different wording for how they ask these, but an example of not mutually exclusive would be the red die comes up 5 and the red die comes up 3, because there's only one red die, so it can't come up with two different numbers at the same time. So that's what you have to look at, is can they both be happening at the same time?